Yes, so welcome to Boxing Media Hub, proudly in partnership with Falcon Contracting and Jam's Boxing Chat. And yes, we're here for another Friday night of boxing. Really looking forward to this one. I'm on the wonk slightly. Yeah, and you know what? Loving Friday night boxing. We need to have more of this, don't we, Jam? Let's be perfectly honest. But it's live on
100%.
Channel 5, and we get to see Harlem Eubank versus Nurali Erdogan. So it's going to be a cracking fight, as Jan was saying before we went live. It's to move up in weight for Harlem Eubank, very much becoming more the favoured Eubank, I would say. That sort of less cocky, does the talking in the ring. He's becoming one of those guys that people like to watch, and he's done well with Wasserman boxing. So hats off to him on that one. But this will be an interesting test, don't you think, Jam? I don't think this is going to be all his way.
No, mate, you're right, Joel. This is a tough fight, mate. Nurali Erdogan is nobody's mug. He's never been stopped. He was last out against Faizan Anwar, who was 17-0, and he managed to only lose by split decision. It was contentious. A lot of people had Erdogan winning that. And like I said, he's 16-3-0, never been stopped. He's only got one knockout, though, so the worry is the power. He's not a banger. Can he keep Harlem off? Especially Harlem now, being up at welter. He might be bigger and stronger and faster than before. That's
Is
the
he
worry
carrying?
for Erdogan and his team. But
Carrying the
Harlem,
power.
though,
Yeah.
he was last out in a very fantastic performance against Timo Schwarzkopf, where he stopped him in the 11th round by TKO. That was a hell of a performance, that was, at super lightweight, at the 140. So he's in good form going into this. He's confident. He looks ready. He looks sharp. But remember, this man's very slick, Erdogan. He's a very good boxer, the Frenchman. He dances around. He's very skillful. So don't expect an early day for Eubank here, in my opinion.
No. And I think, adds a bit of spice, doesn't it? You know, it's definitely the step up that Harlem Eubank needs. And like it says here, 19 fights, 19 wins. I know not all of those wins have been particularly people that we've heard of or know, but he's beaten who's in front of him. And at the end of the day, that's the job. That's job done.
Yeah, to be honest, Joel, his best win was the Schwarzkopf one, but he's also beat Sean Mashadod, the Liverpudlian, who was a great fighter, but obviously was past his best when he got knocked out in the second round by Harlem. And he's also beat Tom Farrell, who's a tough individual.
Yeah.
He beat him by unanimous decision over 10. So he's had a couple of good tests, but this is definitely a step up now. This is call it semi-world level, European level, let's say.
European. Yeah,
European
100%. Level. And we've got Håkan, our brother, all the way from Sweden. Big up, Joel and Jam. Sorry, the teeth are falling out.
He's supposed to be resting. He's supposed to be resting for later for the 3 a.m. DAZN show. Håkan, get yourself to bed, but after our show, of course, brother.
Yeah, of course. This is what it's all about. He will get on any bit of boxing that's on. And
it's an encyclopedia for a reason, brother.
That's it. And here we go. Eubank versus Erdogan. It's going to be an interesting one. Eubank in the white shorts, totally white shorts with the white socks and the white boots. He's gone all out on that one. With Eubank in red written across the front. Erdogan wearing the sort of very traditional boxing shorts with the black with the white stripe down the side. And very tentative start by both guys here.
Yeah, and guess where they're fighting? In Newcastle. So guess why Erdogan's wearing black and white? You know what I mean? He's trying to get a little bit of favouritism from the crowd, I reckon.
Fighting City, mate. Fighting City.
All kidding apart, though, it's Walker Activity Dome in Newcastle, this fight, up at welterweight, 147. It's a step up for Eubank. It's a step up in weight for Eubank. Let's see what Harlem can do, mate. Let's get a good Harlem night.
This is it. It's, as I say, Erdogan cutting off the ring really well early here, but Eubank going to the body there. But he's a very good technical. Oh, great jab there by Eubank. Yeah, straight down the pipe, wasn't it?
Caught Erdogan coming in there, brother. Caught him coming in flush.
He's coming head body. He's really mixing up the shots early on here. You think we're not even halfway through round one. Really good start here by Eubank.
It is. Maybe don't expect an early night might come back to haunt there. It won't be the first time you get that commentator.
How many times have we said it, mate? So there we are, halfway through round 1 of 8.
And Harlem looks... It's only 8. It's supposed to be a 10-rounder.
Yes, got 1 of 8, mate.
That's either an error, but I've been checking this all day. It said it was a 10-rounder. This is unbelievable. So they've robbed us of 2 rounds of boxing. Cheeky gits.
Well, we'll take it. We don't care as long as it's
Yeah,
on.
fight's a fight, mate. As long as the right man wins, I don't care.
So, yeah, Harlem Eubank very much going to the body a lot in this first round.
Did a good job. Took it up as well.
Yeah, we're not getting much out of Erdogan at the moment.
Does it look as slick as he has done his previous matchups?
The refs had a few
Frenchman.
words there with Eubank, just saying, "Can you stop the holding?" But
And hitting on the break as well. I think he's warning about hitting on the break of the clinch.
yeah,
He's calling them in now because it's getting a wee bit scruffy.
yeah, it's getting a bit scrappy. I wouldn't have said there was too much in that, to be fair, Jam. But you know, every ref has their own rules, and
I think he's blaming the wrong fighter as well, bro. I think it was more Erdogan cuddling. I think Erdogan was grabbing on when Harlem was letting his hands go, to be quite honest.
Yeah. Quite Erdogan's flicking out some shots now.
Yeah, he's stepping up the pace.
Yeah, the ref's trying to keep this fight moving, isn't he? He's trying to keep it going in a positive way.
Always a good sign. The thing I worry about, Joel, is Erdogan's not got much power. He's warning Harlem again, though, so we could see some points up here. This ref seems very finicky.
Yeah, I think
big shot from Harlem. Both men fall to the ground in a wrestling clinch.
It was almost like, I think he warned Harlem just before that, using the wrist, that he was sort of pushing the wrist in and coming in, yeah. But it was almost like
Harlem for me. What say you, Joel?
Yeah, there weren't a lot in it, but he seemed to land the better shots. I think he worked really well to the body. But it is what it is. It's the first round. It's always one of those, isn't it?
You gotta pick one, ain't you? So I'll go Harlem. Just Erdogan had his moments, but Harlem landed that stiff left jab a couple of times. Yeah. Beautiful to the chops of Erdogan.
Yeah, and as I say, worked the body really well. He's kept going head to body. He's not sort of sticking with one sort of game plan. He's trying to work both areas. Erdogan just not having as much success as he wants, but we're only going into the second round now, so
let's see what happens from here, mate. Erdogan's got plenty of time to turn this around. It's only one round, you know, and it's only our scoring.
This is it.
Let's see what happens. Round 2 is officially underway, guys.
Yeah, it goes quick. So here we go. Erdogan's come right out the block here.
He's throwing some big shots. Out.
Yeah, really, really sharp. Quite violent jabs, isn't they?
Problem is, though, he's not got that power punch. That's the only thing that worried me about this fight. Has he got the power to stave off Harlem, especially later on in the fight?
He's punching air a lot as well. He's punching air a lot.
Yeah, he does that a lot. He's very slick when he wants to be. If he was on his bike, and he could outmaneuver Harlem all night long. But he seems to be wanting to mix it up, which is surprising from Erdogan, to be quite honest.
Yeah, Harlem's starting to really get the distance now with that jab, isn't he? And he's landing that left hook, which is a really sweet shot he's got.
And it seems to be making Erdogan a bit desperate. So he's jumping in with shots rather than placing them like he usually does. And it ends up in a little wrestling match, a bit of a clinch. Referee's warning Harlem again, though, for the 4th time about holding. That's
for me, I thought that was more Erdogan there.
Same as the last round, bro. Exactly the same. But he's warning Eubank every time.
It's
he doesn't want it to be Harlem's night, this referee, by the looks of it.
Yeah, if they don't like you, they don't like you.
It does happen a lot. Referees tend to pick a favourite from the start and just go against one. You know, we seen it with Ricky Hatton, Floyd Mayweather.
Well, you do one thing and they tarnish you for the rest of the fight with it, don't they? It's a tough one. But Harlem Eubank here just trying to... The ref's having a go again. He's not liking it. And to be fair, there was nothing wrong there. There was nothing wrong at all. Now they're in the clinch.
And again, he's warning Harlem about using the uppercut with the palm of the hand, which is obviously not happening. I don't know what he's watching. I genuinely don't know what he's watching. Oh, good big shot there from Harlem.
Oh, yes. I was going to say, brilliant shot there by Harlem. Yeah, he's really working that body, and Harlem's not liking that right shot to the body.
No, definitely. Liver punch.
Yeah, not nice.
Yeah, 40,
coming up to 40 seconds. 40 seconds to go around 2 here. It's definitely heating up, but it is very messy. Very messy.
Rappy do. He's warning
Oh, the ref,
Erdogan this time.
he's actually had a word with the right guy.
Got to get one right, mate.
Bleeding
Even
heck.
a stock clock works twice a day, bro. You know what I mean?
Oh, mate, that's it. That's it.
Let's see what happens from here. Harlem looks focused again. He fires to the body of Erdogan. Erdogan fires back a
Yeah,
couple of jabs. Harlem jumps in. Erdogan wraps him up once more. The referee comes in, wants to
yeah.
be the centre of attention.
I think it's definitely the.
And he's warning Erdogan. He's saying no more. He's actually warning him about slapping as well. So that's good to see because he is the one doing the dirty business at the moment.
Yeah,
I
he's.
tell ya, they're throwing
I
some
think,
haymakers here, Joel.
I think they're both very much. I don't know. It's just not flowing, is it? The fight's not flowing.
It's
It's
scrappy. It's
yeah.
scrappy. But let's
It's
see how it
very
goes in the third, bro. You never know. It could all change up. Who are you giving that one to? Are you going Harlem again, just?
for me. Harlem's just landing the cleaner shots, and it's the body
Really?
work. For me, it's the body work. He's the left hook is landing really well, but
Yeah. I've gone
it's
for the same, bro.
the body shots are really effective, really effective. So
Yeah,
yeah,
definitely, mate. I think he's doing all right, especially with the scruffiness of the bout. You know, it's a very scruffy fight, very discombobulated. There's no flow. There's no like real chance to get in your groove and get going.
it's a big word for a Friday, mate. That's a big
It
word for a
is,
Friday.
mate. It is, especially, mate.
You're,
Yeah.
I think we're
On a
only
Saturday, it's
describing how
cool.
we're
On a
feeling.
Friday, man, we can't be having discombobulation on the program. Not tonight, bro. Not tonight. Not when you got that Friday feeling.
So the ref's actually having a word right
He's
at the
having a word
start
with
of
both at
round
least.
three.
He's warning Harlem about the elbow and Erdogan about the upper slaps with the wrist and the palm.
Yeah. So that was 15 seconds that just drifted away.
Yeah, and we already lost 2 rounds before the fight started somehow.
Oh, beautiful shot by Harlem Eubank. That was straight to the gut. Beautiful right hand.
He's on his tippy toes now as well. He's giving it a little bit of dancing the boot, getting a bit of confidence going.
Yeah, yeah.
Looking pretty slick is Harlem here.
Yeah, as you say, it's very difficult against the guy who's known for being a bit more slick and very mobile, but Harlem's doing the job here. But he
Yeah,
just, I think, slow the guy down, break down the body, go to the body. But Harlem seems to be doing that.
yeah. The only thing I will say, much respect to Erdogan, but over the last 26 months, he has lost all 4 of the fights that he's lost. You know what I mean? Sorry, 3. The 3 fights that he's lost have
Yeah,
all
yeah,
been over the last 2.5 years. So he is a fighter on the decline. Let's be truthful. The
yeah.
Frenchman is on the slight decline.
Or
Still be
maybe
a
he's just
great.
found his level. Just found his level.
Well, yeah, that's also a possibility. It's also that's Adam
Five
Azim. Yeah,
star.
that fight was supposed to happen before Harlem got injured for a year and a bit, weren't it?
Yeah, yeah,
378 days Harlem was injured for after
yeah, yeah,
that Adam Azim fight was made. Thank
yeah.
you,
So
5 star.
5 star. Thank you very much. Make sure you hit the subscribe button if you're checking us out for the first time. And as I say, we'll be covering lots of content right at the way for the rest of the year. And then we just keep on going. So stick with us, ding the bell for notifications. But we're here for Eubank versus Erdogan on Channel 5. So thank you very much for joining us. Bang that subscribe button. And we've got about a minute left of round 3. And the ref's just
Getting his head in
you can't
again.
really blame the ref, but it's just a very scrappy fight. But Erdogan's not. I don't know. It's very tit for tat, this fight at the moment.
Yeah. And to be fair, the referee's being a bit pretentious. He wants to get his face on camera. If this was just
Yeah.
a small hall fight that wasn't televised, I guarantee this ref would not be getting involved like this. He wants his 5 minutes of fame.
To be fair, it's very scrappy though, Jam. It is
It
very
is,
scrappy.
but we see this every week though, mate. If this was
Yeah.
2 heavyweights, do you think he'd be doing this with Fury Usyk? I
No.
doubt it very much, mate. He'd stay out of the way and he'd do his job. You know, if they're both being scrappy, let them both be scrappy. You know what I mean? Let them just fucking fight, mate. This is boxing. This ain't tickling each other on the playground.
This
Let
is
the
it,
men
mate.
fight. You know what I mean? Let the men fight and let's see who wins. I've
To
not
be
seen
fair,
anything really dirty yet. No one's stabbing each other in the eye or biting ears off, you know, like that. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah. No,
There's no
definitely,
Mike
definitely.
Tyson shit going on.
It is
Just let them
getting.
fight.
It's getting very. It's going into a clinch very quickly now, though. Isn't it?
Oh, Erdogan just clapped him after the ref warned him,
Yeah.
so he's taking a point here, I think. No, he's not. He sends him back to
I'm
his corner,
surprised.
no point.
I'm surprised after all the warnings that he didn't get a point there.
I don't know
Um,
about you, mate, but I think Erdogan took that round. I think he landed more punches. I think Harlem was more scruffer.
yeah, I think Erdogan almost landed more shots, but it wasn't a very clear round, was it? Let's
Oh,
be
no.
honest. I think the judges at ringside could go either way on that one. I think Erdogan for me just due to punch volume, but it was one of those where it could swing. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it
You
could
wouldn't be
easily go either
surprised,
way.
would you? You wouldn't be surprised.
Definitely,
Um,
brother.
Harlem looks quite comfortable in the corner there. You know, not breathing too heavy.
Looks laser focused.
Yeah, he does. To be fair to him,
And I tell you what, he
um,
looks really good here at welterweight as well. He looks thick, he looks set, he looks strong. It's a good
and
look on him. I think this might be his weight division. This could be his future weight division.
the
You know,
refs
it's
had
his
another
first fight
word
here.
at the start of round four, and he just sorry, Jam,
That's all right,
just
Mason.
saying don't hit behind the back of the head to both guys. To be fair though,
Yeah.
that's probably the best time to do it, as opposed to keep him breaking the fight up. You
Oh,
know,
lovely check left up
oh
there from
yeah,
Eubank.
cracking shot that was.
They're just spinning each other around now. He's getting a bit of a
Yeah.
ragdoll dance, isn't it?
Very disco, mate. It's very 1970s disco
70s
going
disco in
on
the house.
here. Good body shot by Harlem Eubank again. I think he needs to work the body more, slow the guy down.
Yeah, definitely, mate. A man who's lost 4 in his last, 7 or 8 fights needs to be hurt to the body just to slow him down. Just take him apart.
Yeah, there's a lot of air punching going on here.
A lot of wrapping up by Erdogan, then trying to hit him on the way out. It's a clever tactic. It's cunning.
Yeah, to be fair, he landed a good shot there, good left hook on the
He
way
did.
out.
And again, though, he's just too quick to grab up. Maybe Haaland's punches are a lot harder at this weight because Erdogan just seems to tie him up every time he lands.
Yeah, it's a very scrappy affair at the moment because, as I say, it's one punch back into a clinch, one punch back into the clinch again. You know,
They're looking to take each other's head off, aren't they? Because one punch, then wrap up. One punch, then wrap up.
yeah.
It's a common tactic, to be fair, but
And then try and do the work in the clinch, but no one is because the ref's in there quicker than lightning.
he is usually. But this round, he's actually stayed out of the way, and then he walks across the
Oh,
screen as I
great
say it.
uppercut there. Great uppercut by Eubank. It just before going into the clinch, kind of hit and then held. Like you were saying earlier, it's very much a one-hit job. We're not seeing combinations here really at the moment.
They're just looking to take each other out, aren't they?
Yeah, it's who can break the other one down with big shots,
Yeah.
isn't it?
And it's surprising because Erdogan's only got the one knockout on his resume. So it's very surprising that he's fighting this kind of fight.
Yeah.
For him to win, you'd think he'd be jabbing and moving and slick dancing around the ring, but he's not. He's trying to put it on Harlem. He's trying to go for it. And they're down
Oh,
again. He's just
they're
got him
down
in a headlock
again.
and dragged him down. That is crazy, man. You can injure a man's neck doing that. You know what I mean? He literally grabbed him around the neck and then dropped to the floor like
Is
a
that a point?
DDT from the WWE.
I'm surprised that weren't a point. I'm
I'm
surprised.
very surprised. And he's warning Harlem Eubank. He's warning Eubank about him getting DDT'd, mate. What next? He's going to stone cold stunner him and he'll give him a point off. You know what I mean? For getting stone cold stunned.
Mate,
What the
that's
actual?
that's what it's about, mate. That's what it's about.
This ref needs to get some good rest, mate, and sort his shit out.
Honestly, he needs a kit, mate. I think he's gone past his bedtime anyway.
I think he didn't realise it was 10:30 instead of 10 as well, and I think he's peed off, so he's taking it out on the fighters.
He's like, I should have been in the car by now.
That's it. I could have been home by now, lads. Especially an 8-rounder. It only takes 40 minutes all in with the breaks and the minutes.
It's not been the best fight though. Let's be honest. It's been
scrappy. It's scrappy.
Yeah. It's not making Harlem Eubank look good. This one. It's really not.
But imagine how bad it'll look against Adam Azim. Let's be truthful.
This is what I'm saying. But this is what I'm
Adam
saying.
Azim 300 days ago, he would have got his lights took out, and that would have been the end of his journey. So at least
maybe it's the 300 days though that have made him a bit groggy and a bit out of touch.
Exactly.
Who knows?
Yeah. Exactly.
But end of the round.
Instead of them getting knocked out and having his career derailed by the likes of Adam Azim, at least he's stepped to a different kind of level. Adam Azim's almost at world level now, in my opinion. I think he looks fantastic. And I think he would have took Harlem Eubank back then out in a round or two. So at least he was spared that. But a year out injured, always going to take some dusting off. He's going to need a little bit of time to get his rhythm back. You know what I mean?
Get the old WD-40 out and off we go again.
Exactly, mate. Grease them wheels. Grease them wheels. Make sure you clean that clock, you know.
Get him the
Keep
old
it ticking
Vaseline
over.
out. Off he goes. Grease him up.
Keep it ticking
Grease him
over.
up. But yeah,
Definitely.
for me, I don't know. I
I
still
think that's a
think
Harlem round, just wouldn't you say? Just about.
it was another one, wasn't it? It didn't really, for me, I'd have said,
Excuse me.
I thought that was a real mess, to be fair, that last round. There
It
was so much
was.
hugging going on. I thought a Coley was in there.
The old cuddle parties.
To be fair, you give it to Eubank because they will give it to Eubank.
And because he got the DDT on him as well, so and he got up,
Exactly.
so
Yeah,
you know what I
he kind of
mean.
got bulldogged in the middle of the ring, but that's
He
it.
did. He did.
Good shot there by Eubank, going back into the clinch again, but
Erdogan's just
doing some
wrapping
work
his
on the
arms up and
inside.
tying him up every time on the inside.
Yeah, he's. I don't think he likes the body shots. He
Yeah,
ties
because
those
look,
arms up and
he's got the
keeps them up.
guard and he's just going straight through the middle. Harlem is. I think Harlem might get the
Yeah,
stoppage here. You know, he's really working on this man on
there's
Erdogan.
some, there's some good shots going in now by Eubank, and they're all to the body, and he is tucking up like he's really trying to guard those ribs.
He's feeling it. He's feeling it. They
Yeah,
do take it out, you mate. You know yourself. You've boxed yourself, Joel. You know exactly what them body shots do. They pay dividends down the stretch.
yeah,
No matter
yeah.
how tough and how fit you are, you take them
Take
body
your
shots for
breathing.
5 or 6 rounds, you are gonna tire. You are going to like your arms feel like they're lead weight. You know,
Take your breathing,
it's
mate. Take your breathing.
exactly. It's
Take
devastating.
your takes your rhythm. Takes everything. It's
Some
like
people can take headshots all day long. You can clap someone in the face 100 times, he'll swallow it. You hit them to the body 3 times, they go down like a ton of bricks.
this is it. Oh, big shot there by that was really big shot by Erdogan, and it kind of went. I was
Unnoticed.
expecting him to hit someone in the front row then.
It was a nice
Oh,
counter
good
from
body
Harlem as
shot.
well to the midriff of Erdogan.
Yeah, he's landing those shots. As I
Much
say,
better round.
there's no answer for those at the moment.
Definitely, brother, definitely.
God, the ref's got a real paddy on. He's not happy. He is not happy.
He's not been happy from the start, bro.
But as I say, if you're watching us for the first time, hit the subscribe button, check out the rest of the content. Send us a comment. We'll show it on the screen. If you want to shout out anyone, how do you see this fight going? We're in round 5 of 8, so don't be too long. 45 seconds to go. Eubank versus Erdogan. But on the cards at the moment, we've pretty much got Eubank, I think, 3 rounds to 1.
It is, mate, yeah.
Big shot there by Erdogan, though.
It was, and Harlem
Starting
didn't
to
like that.
throw some bombs now, isn't he?
He is. Nurali looks lively in this round now, but Harlem was dominating this round up until that punch. He's warning in
Yeah, yeah.
Erdogan to keep the punches up. The referee getting his napper in again.
Awesome. They're
Oh, Harlem misses wildly there. Could have been countered, but Erdogan didn't dare throw the punch. Harlem threw a haymaker of an uppercut, completely missed. He could have been took
yeah.
out, but he completely missed it, and Erdogan just didn't fire back. Very surprising. I'm
I
still
give
going
that
to
an
edge
Erdogan.
that round to Eubank, to be
Oh,
fair
see, I
with you,
was going
Joel.
to say an Erdogan round there for me.
Shall I put you down for Erdogan for that one, yeah?
Yeah, I thought he just nicked that, but
I just
another.
thought from the first couple of minutes, I thought Harlem had, first couple, yeah. I thought Harlem took it. But the last
I don't
minute,
know, just
Erdogan definitely.
another round in it that's a bit astray, really. I
Yeah.
think there's only really been 2 rounds that have been concrete rounds that I'd say yes, they won that round. The others, they kind of all over the shop. But as
Yeah.
you know, Eubank will win this fight because they need him to progress on. They need him to move on because they want to get into the bigger honour.
Cash
Yeah,
cow because of the name.
yeah.
Just like Chrissy was, just like Chris Eubank Jr. was.
Well,
Just a
and
cash cow for the name, mate.
he's
Milk
very
him
much
for as much
become a
as you
bit of
can, get
a.
them cheats working.
He's a
You know what I
Wasserman
mean?
guy, isn't he? Do you know what I mean? Who else have they really got
Not many. Not many. But
apart
I
from
definitely
Tom
agreed
Whelan?
with 5 stars comment earlier. Adam Azim would have smarked Harlem Eubank back
Yeah,
then
yeah,
for
yeah.
sure.
Well, we're in round 6 now. Eubank's come out a lot better here, flicking the jab out, just trying to see back in the clinch again. It's just he ties those arms up. He don't want anything to do with Eubank's power.
He's a tricky guy, mate, Erdogan. I always knew this was going to be the case. He was always going to be
Very
tricky.
awkward. Very awkward.
Yeah, it's been in some good fights over the years. Like I say, that Faizan Anwar that he lost just by a split decision, he was 17-0, looking a real hot level property.
Yeah, yeah.
And he only lost by split decision, and it was very contentious. Like, oh, the ref's getting his napper in again now. He's warning Erdogan this
To
time
be fair,
for the elbow.
surely,
He's saying now. He's saying he's elbowed him. I didn't see no elbow there.
surely there's got to be a point going off one of these guys soon. With the amount of rants you've had, you'd do that for say 2 rounds. You wouldn't do it for all 6. He's literally pulled at least one of them away to have a go in each round.
You know what I don't like as well, what the ref's doing? He keeps slapping the hands. You know when you're in the clinch and the
Yeah, yeah.
referee grabs or slaps your hand, that gives the other guy an opportunity to crack you in the fucking jaw and take your jaw off.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You don't be pulling the hands out. That's what they kept doing to
No,
Hatton
you
against
should
Mayweather. Pulling the
even
hand away, pulling the hand away.
you
You
should
don't
tap them
do
on the
that.
back or something.
You tell them to move their arms. You don't move. The referee should never move a
Yeah, yeah.
fighter's arms because then he's defenseless. Defend yourself at all times, not only when the
Oh,
referee's got his nappers on you. You know what I mean?
good
Fuck
jab there
that.
by Harlem.
Hate that on the ref. It's very poor refereeing at the moment, in my opinion. Very, very poor. Oh, big shot there from Harlem. Caught Erdogan flush.
That was a hell of a shot. And the problem was he walked straight into that hook. He looked even worse, didn't it?
It did, because he literally threw one himself, then just walked forward and got absolutely clattered in the chops.
But Eubank's pretty much basing himself to the ropes, where he's sort of doing his best work because it sort of gets Erdogan to come forward and then he catches him on the counter and moves out. Very good there by Eubank.
Yeah, Harlem's looking pretty slick at the moment. Quite
Yeah,
impressed.
good footwork. Good footwork.
It's been a good round. It's been a good round.
Yeah, much better round. For me, much clearer round to score. But
Yeah, definitely. Erdogan
Erdogan
just threw
comes
a
back
haymaker,
with
but
good
just
shot.
missed.
Yeah, he did a couple of shots there and then missed the main one. Oh, push in the face. The ref's going to have a word soon because that was
I think the
quite
point's going.
naughty.
He's taking the point here, guys. He's taking the point. He said, I've warned you 5 times for the upper palm punches. Points off. The point is deducted.
To be
So
fair,
in
though,
round 6, we have a point off for Erdogan.
to
That
be fair,
definitely makes this a Eubank fight now. Erdogan needs a knockout, in my opinion, now.
the ref was spot on there, though, because that was so obvious. That
Well,
was
I
a
think it
bad.
was 3 or 4 rounds too late, mate, to be honest.
Yeah, yeah.
He's given him the DDT. He's bloody threw him over a suplex. He's bloody German neck slided him. He's rode him like a rodeo. He's done all sorts of dirty tricks.
Mate, I'm waiting for the people's elbow and we're done.
Yeah, that's it, mate. Or the Stone Cold Stunner. You know what I mean? We see that, we just know it's good night.
Yeah.
Erdogan now knows he needs a stoppage here. He needs a stoppage.
And to be fair,
That's a 10-8 Eubank.
But it was a bad one because he was right in front of the ref, and all he did was he put his glove like this and just pushed him. He pushed him like this, and you just think, but it was in like slow motion. He didn't even do it quick. He shoved him, and you just think you've been told time and time again throughout the fight, don't do it, and you've done it. So he can't moan because he's been warned time and time again. Alan Cunningham, thank you very much. Adam Azim, overrated in his eyes.
Fair play, bro. Fair play.
So yeah, thank you very much,
I don't think he
Alan.
is. I used to think, remember, Joel, I was the one who used to say that all the time.
You were a big critic.
I was a big critic of Adam Azim, but I tell you what, his last couple of fights, I've been very impressed with him. And what I've heard from other people, I tell you, man, I think he might be the real deal, you know, but we'll see. Really appreciate your comment, though. Please subscribe if you're not before, mate. We love having you on. Thank you so much.
And here we go. That was
round
quick.
Number 7.
That went really quick. Oh, good shot there by Harlem Eubank. We're in round 7 of 8. And this one is trotting along nicely.
Erdogan's come out quite fiery here. He's having a go.
He needs to, though. This is the thing. He needs a convincing round, though. If not, the next 2 rounds, because it's just not happening. When you lose the last round, 10-8, it's not. That makes it wide. You've really got to bridge that gap now, and you've got to think there's no 10 rounder here. You've got this round and the next one. These are your championship rounds.
Basically, yeah. I thought this was a 10 rounder. So did most people tonight. It was scheduled as a 10 rounder. I don't know why it's gone to an 8. I really don't understand that.
I don't know. I reckon the ref said, "Look, I ain't staying for another 2."
Yeah, that's it, because it was half round. Alan Cunningham saying no. Fair play to you, mate. And again, they're down. Erdogan has just suplexed him this time. He's picked him up and dropped him backwards. He's really trying to injure Harlem
My
Eubank here.
word. I'll
He
tell
is
you now.
really trying to injure him.
I'll tell you now. This is it. There's no over the rope stuff here, but I won't go into that. But there's been several body slams in the ring going on. It's been mental.
I can't
Championship
believe
11 and 12. No, you know what I mean. Only the sense that it's an 8-rounder. It's 7 and 8.
Last 2 rounds, he meant.
He needs to get he needs to get the job done in 7 and 8 because he hasn't so far. He's landing some decent shots here though, then Harlem lands a great hook.
It's a nice shot. I can't believe the ref didn't take a point there for that bloody backward German suplex or whatever you call him. You know where you lift him up and throw him backwards. That's what he's just done to him.
Mental.
How did he not get a point off for that?
Oh, great body work there by Harlem Eubank. Some really stiff, hard shots going in.
He's looking good, Harlem, in short spurts, you know what I mean?
Minute to go around 7.
It's not been the dream performance from Harlem, let's be truthful. It's not been like, he's not looked $1 million here at
rugged.
Weight at welter.
Very rugged.
And he's getting caught quite a lot as well, which worries me about his defence going forward, because he's definitely getting caught by Erdogan, who's not known as a puncher, but he's definitely taking effect on Harlem. But he's winning the fight. What more can you ask for in an 8-rounder? After being, what was it, 370 days out the ring or whatever. It's a long time to be out of boxing and then come back in. So you've got to give him his props for that.
I'm surprised the ref didn't take a point there. I found that a bit harsh there because he's done it the other way. Oh, good left.
But Erdogan's done it a lot more, though, to be fair.
Jack Rafferty, British title holder, Adam Azim, don't want to know. Jack Rafferty, 24 and 0, quality. Yeah, thank you very much, Alan. Be a good scrap. See who Jack gets next. Do you know, Alan? Let us know.
I don't know who's fighting. I don't even know who was fighting again at the minute, to be honest.
There's some great jabs going in there by Harlem right at the end of the round. Definitely a Harlem Eubank round. 100%.
Like I said, mate, I've been quite impressed with Harlem here. You know, being out so long, it's quite impressive that he's come back. He's looked sharp at the new weight, at welterweight.
Yeah.
You know, nothing but respect for his performance, but Erdogan has showed his heart as well. Harry Fortune has said, terrible standard of boxing. It has been very scruffy, mate, to be honest. I'm not going to lie. It has been very, very scruffy. It really has.
It's been borderline MMA, I think, more than anything.
Or WWE more like, mate, wrestling-wise. Yeah. Been hugging up, throwing each other around. It has been more Nurali doing it, Erdogan, to be fair. But, you know, takes 2 to tango.
Yeah, 100%. But thank you very much for your comment, Harry. If you get the chance, pop over to YouTube and hit the subscribe button. It'd be great to have you on board, mate. Thank you very much for your comments. For everyone who's been on so far. And
he's got a bit of damage around the eye by the looks of that there. I only caught a glimpse, but it looks like he's got a bit of damage around his eye.
Was that Harlem?
Yeah, Harlem looks like he's got a wee bit of damage.
I think it was from the clash in round 7 there. Tom Rafferty fights 6 of the 12. Our Jack fight February. Okay, cool. That's cool. Thank you very much, Alan.
Nice one.
Fountain of knowledge. So yeah, round 8 of 8 here.
Yes, this is the final round.
Very, very sluggish, isn't it? Good jab there by Harlem.
It's just been too stop-start, brother, hasn't it? It's been too stop-start to like really get going. It could have been really good.
Thank you very much, mate. Pleasure to have you in the comments.
Mr. Cunningham, bless you.
Yeah, so 2 minutes to go around 8. At least
referee's having a word about the head of Harlem.
But then, let's be honest, he said it about 7 or 8 times, hasn't he?
Doesn't seem to want to do anything about it, though.
That's the thing. It's a bit naughty, isn't it? It is a bit naughty. No, thank you, Alan. Much appreciated. Some good.
Harlem's looking pretty sharp at the minute.
Great job, guys. Thank you very much, Kim. Much appreciated. Thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you, Kim. It's not been the best fight for us to
Oh,
commentate on, you
Harlem
see. That's why
Eubank.
we've not been as lively as usual, because it has been a very stop-start, scruffy fight.
Harlem
And
Eubank
again,
was on his back.
Erdogan just slung him around the ring again. So it's been a very a broken fight. He took another point off Erdogan, so
Oh,
this is going to be
another
another
point.
10-8. That's definitely cost him the fight if it hadn't already. But yeah,
I,
if you check us out other times, we'll be a lot more energetic and you'll get a lot better commentary. It's just there's not been that much to talk about other than the wrestling. But
all
thank
I
you all
will
for
say
joining
is,
us nevertheless.
I think he's trying to pin him rather than knock him out.
It certainly seems that way, doesn't it, bro? It certainly seems that way.
Yeah. He's frustrated now, and I'm surprised if he don't get disqualified here.
Wouldn't surprise me. But the referee has been trash in truth.
Yeah, it's rugged. It's mad though, because he's warning Harlem Eubank time and time again, but won't take a point. I find that a little bit unfair. I'm not going
To
to
be
lie.
honest, what he should have done, Joel, is from the first round. He's the first one who made the mistake. Warn him and say, "Oh, that's your
Well,
first
that,
warning." And then, like a minute later, if he does it again, then you take a point, and then they know you mean business because he kept warning, kept warning, kept warning, kept warning.
thank you very
They knew he
much,
was
Kim.
full of
Much
shit. They knew he was
appreciated.
full of shit.
Yeah, it's yeah. What you should have done, if it goes in the first round, then goes into the second round, you should then put them both to one side and go, right, this is what we're going to do. If you want this fight to continue, let's fight. No
Yeah,
messing around.
clean it up, or
Yeah,
just give up now.
relay the rules and go again, because you
Yeah,
can't. It's ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous.
yeah, he's going
But that
again here. He's taking a point of Harlem now, I think, for the head.
that eye's sore.
Oh, it's the eyes exploded. He's taking a point of Harlem, saying Harlem nutted him and broke his own eye open.
To be fair though, he's he knows, doesn't he?
Yeah, he
Do
got
you know
away
what
with
I
a
mean?
few. So it's going to be a 9-9 round, this one.
He's nodding, going, well, do you know what? I've won this anyway.
Yeah, he knows. 2 10-8 rounds. Well, 9-9, sorry, and a 10-8. I think, yeah, he's definitely got this now. And that's the
Yeah.
end of this.
So it was a.
When it's time, do you want me to jump out and get the scorecard, brother?
Yeah, of course, mate. Let's go for it.
Yeah,
I'm sure it's
just
going to be an exhilarating one.
guys.
It'll be interesting to see if they actually gave anything to Erdogan. I can't see it personally. Alan's put 79 to 51 Eubank win. Yeah, I think you're probably right there, Alan. Probably right, mate.
Take a point off him for every round. You
Yeah.
never know.
It's not a great one, is it? Let's be honest.
It
It's not
wasn't
a
anything
great one.
special, guys. We apologise for that, but we don't do the boxing at the minute. We're
That's
just
all right.
bringing you along for the ride.
Next time I'm going to bring me duvet down again.
Ain't it, mate? Ain't it? If they're having a cuddle party on the ring, why shouldn't we at home?
That's it, mate. That's it.
But that cut's pretty nasty on Harlem. That's the last thing he needed.
Yeah,
Coming back from a
right.
year and so
Sort of
out.
a nick round here, right on the edge. So it wasn't
Yeah.
going to interfere with any of the eye, but it's just right on that corner. Just
And it
another
only really
pain.
opened up at the end, didn't it, as well? So at least it opened up in the last 8th round rather than early on. If that had happened early on, he might have panicked and something could have gone wrong for him.
Or could have kicked him into action. One of the two.
That as well, yeah. Swings and roundabouts, brother.
Yeah.
Apples and oranges, you never know, do you? He could have set him alight and he could have come to form and knocked him out, or he could have really struggled.
You either see blood, don't you, and you or know that it's there, and you go, "Hang on a sec, right, okay," and then you kick into action, or you see blood and you panic, and the game plan changes. So it's how you are as a fighter, really. Alan's put interview with the Rafferty brothers, mate. Need exposure, Alan. We're more than happy to, mate. We'll hunt them down and we'll sort it out. Yeah, no
we have
worries
a lot of
at all.
Irish lads on, don't we? A lot of boxers at the minute. So yeah, anyone wants an interview, mate, we're more than willing to accommodate. If you can send us any details to get in touch with one, more than happy to have them on, mate.
Yeah, leave us a comment on YouTube or find us on X at Boxing Media Hub or at Jam's Boxing Chat, or we're Facebook as well. Just find us, Alan. No trouble at all. Thank you very much. Thanks for all your comments.
Appreciate it.
Thanks to everyone in the chat. I know they're going there now, so Jam's going to jump out quickly and he's going to do the scorecards. So we'll just find that one out quickly and we'll bring you the result. But if you're watching us, as I say, thank you very much. hit the subscribe button, check out the rest of the content. And yeah, more than happy to. Yeah, Alan, I'll if you just do Boxing Media Hub at hotmail.com, and that's capital B, capital M, capital H, Boxing Media Hub at hotmail.com. Just ping it over to me and I'll sort it out. No worries at all.
Okay,
Sorry,
mate.
Dan.
Sorry to interrupt you, pal. The winners are Harlem Eubank, of course. 77-73 Judge 1, 79-70 Judge 2, and 77-72 Judge 3.
There we
So a
have it.
conclusive win for Harlem Eubank.
I think we all knew, didn't we? Let's be perfectly honest. We all knew what was going to happen in that one. Very
definitely.
overall response to that one, very drab. I'm not going to lie.
It was struggling to come
messy.
alive, wasn't it, bro?
Very messy. But he gets the job done. He moves on to 20 fights, 20 wins. He keeps the record going.
Up at welter, so he proved he can handle it at welter.
First fight after a year, coming up to a year out. So
just over a year.
Over a year. Yeah, over a year. So to be fair, he's come back in. He's got to get that. He's got to not necessarily rust, but get the old dust off, and off he goes again. He's got to get that eye sorted, and then get himself back in the inn. He needs to have a very active 2025. I think he really needs to get that behind him and really sort of boost him, get his name back out there again. Because obviously the name that everyone's going to be looking at next is obviously potentially his cousin, Chris Eubank Jr. with a potential fight of Conor Benn. So that's going to really put a shadow back over him again. So he's going to have to really sort of keep doing what he's doing, not necessarily focus on what Chris Eubank Jr. is doing, but just keep himself active, keep himself going, and the fights will come. If he delivers like he did before, I think he'll have no trouble. But as you say, in regards to Adam Azim, not at the moment, but maybe down the road. So
you never know, mate. To be honest, about the Conor Benn thing, just real quick before we wrap this up, Joel, mate, I think that Conor Benn versus bloody Harlem would have been a better fight than Chris.
100%.
Because Chris is a middleweight at 160. Let's be truthful, and Conor's a bloody 140 at best.
And let's be honest, that
Harlem's
fight was
now
offered.
140. Why don't Harlem and Conor Benn get it on? If Conor Benn can beat the younger bro, then move on to senior. Junior, but you know what I mean. His older brother.
Yeah.
I don't think he'd beat either myself, unless he has a lot of eggs. But that's neither here nor there. That's for another story, another day.
Let's see though, because that fight was offered. That fight was on the table, and it didn't occur because at the end of the day, Conor said, "No, I want Chris Eubank Jr." That is where it lies.
Chris is going to be too big for him, though, isn't he? It's going to be too big for him.
The dad's had the fight. Now it's the son's having a fight, and I totally get it. That there's the bigger story behind that. But let's see. Let's see what happens next with Harlem Eubank. Yeah. So congratulations to Harlem Eubank. He gets a points win over 8 rounds, pretty convincing, and he moves on. So yeah, thank you very much to everyone in the chat. Hit the subscribe button if you're joining us for the first time. Thank you very much. If you've joined us before, thanks again. And we will catch up with you soon. We'll be covering a fight tomorrow, which is going to be a cracker. But we will send out the details on that. So ding the bell for notifications. We've got interviews next week, prediction shows, and we'll chuck in some watch-alongs, I think, next weekend as well, which is Sonny Edwards versus Galal Yafai. So cracking fights coming up. Jam, thank you very much as always, bringing your Friday by.
My brother, always a pleasure.
Yeah, we will go again very soon. So thank you very much, people, and God bless. And Jam, you know what to say.
Have some of this, guys. God bless.
Take care.
Thank you.